Hey, what's going on, guys? Tech with Obid here. Shout out to Seeking Alpha for this article. Gary Gambino. And the title of this article is AT&T slow growth is more than priced in. So, just a summary from the analyst idea day that AT&T was partaking in. AT&T is increasing capital spending on fiber and the 5G expansion, especially in 2022 and 2023. The earnings share is barely growing over the next couple of years, but this appears more priced in than the estimated 7.14 post spinoff. And opportunities for higher capital return to shareholders start in 2024 when planned capex steps down. In the last post spinoff, the business growth trajectory and debt levels are more similar to Verizon, but AT&T's valuation is 25 to 27% cheaper. So as we kind of know, media is going to be spun off immediately. I think April 1st, that's going to be gone. There's no issues with that. I think AT&T's done. That side of the business is a wrap for them. So I don't really need to read the introduction part, because we already know about the media spinoff. Um, Now, with this media spinoff, I think AT&T is going to be a pure wireless carrier now. Now they're going to actually focus on wireless and spend more money going forward, simply on fiber and wireless, as we kind of see. And I think AT&T was very strategic and specific about their plans going forward. So, um, the main driver of AT&T strategy is rapidly growing demand for data spread across a growing number of locations. So over the last 7 years, data download usage is up eight times. Upload usage is even a large factor of work from home, and gaming applications demand symmetrical bandwidth and capacity in both directions. So this growth is set to continue as the number of devices per location and streaming time continue to increase. So this is the AT&T Outlook. So these are the trends that we kind of see. So COVID, the uplink activity started to increase in the pandemic due to the work from home model. So daily usage on the uplink is starting to uptick as people use gaming. They stream on their PS5s, stream TV, all that kind of stuff, upload, and that's intense. And if you are giving the customer, let's say, 10 megabit upload, and you have like 6 7 devices in the house and gaming as well, your upload is shot, man. And that's what some of these ISPs are not really hinting at, like, hey, we need to upgrade our systems and switch to fiber and get off coax cable. I think they really need to do that, which Comcast has started to do. Now in my area they have fiber apparently, so I'm not too sure, but that's what I've been seeing according to the website. So Comcast is starting to adapt um, to it, but the main driver for the cable ISPs is the pricing, really, as well. So home internet or fixed wireless is taken from the share. And AT&T right here, their trajectory actually makes sense today. They're showing they have 13 connected devices, three video streaming devices, and usually it's up to 5 hours. And the monthly mobile data usage is also up as well. So AT&T is going to continue to double its fiber footprint to 30 plus million locations compared to the second quarter of 2021 by increasing business customer locations to two times to 5 million. In doing so, the company expects to add 4 million customer locations every year. So I'm telling you guys right now. So once you get AT&T in the house with the fiber, the internet, the conversions for wireless are usually much higher because people really like the product. From what I've been hearing, according to AT&T and others have said that the product is good, and people usually switch to wireless. T-Mobile and Verizon are doing the same thing. They get you in your home with the home internet, and they convert you over to wireless usually. So, and the company uh, plans to be using the mid band 5G spectrum was had acquired in the auctions last year. Now I think AT&T is doing a two radio strategy, so they're just going to go to the town once and place that DoD spectrum, and light that up. I think the middle of the year this year, by the summer, at some point, and they are going to be deploying 120 megahertz of the mid-band spectrum to cover at least 200 million people by the end of 2023, and they would cover, actually, yeah, for the existing footprint, it would actually cover 255 million people in 16,000 cities. So the company is spending 24 billion in capex in 2022, up 4 billion from 2021, included in the 24 billion and the 5G billion for the 5G improvements, and 3 to 4 billion for the fiber improvements discussed here. So as we kind of get on to see, AT&T added 480 million 80,000 net ads in 2019, out of the total 6 million for the industry, which is only 8%. In 2021, they added 3.2 million, which represents the industry leading of 34% of the total. So AT&T is growing, as we can kind of see here, guys. And AT&T is continuing to grow. And on the business side of things, with the large enterprises, they're actually having great relationships, which 90% of the Fortune 1,000 companies, AT&T has dominant positions with the FirstNet service, and 35 million of the Internet of All Things devices and over 50 million connected cars represent 80% of the market share. So, AT&T is looking pretty good, and the EBITDA is looking pretty good as well. You guys can kind of see here their portfolio reorientating the business, and AT&T is saving more with the fiber because they're building it, they're putting it into the ground, they're bringing it to the small cell, they're bringing it to the tower, so they're actually saving more money over time. So they wouldn't have to like rent or lease the fiber, because that is what T-Mobile's doing, and that's gonna bring their operations costs through the roof. So AT&T is doing most of the heavy work right now, as we can kind of see. And this is kind of the growth and the guidance right here, as you guys can kind of see. I kind of listed everything already, but their free cash flow is also going to go up. It's going to take a dive this year, and next year it's going to go up again. So you're going to have 20 billion roughly in free cash flow. So it's very good from AT&T. The portfolio is looking really good. But the AT&T stock, I don't know what's going on with it. We're gonna see what happens once the media spinoff is complete in April. But it's looking pretty good for AT&T right now. Other than that, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Sound off in the comment section. I look forward to reading your comments. Other than that, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. We out.